the best advice I ever got in my life. I asked my dad how you know what career you're supposed to follow, like when I was trying to figure out what college to go to and everything like that. And my dad told me, take money out of the equation. He said, if you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you do with your time? What would you do all day, every day? And I'm like, oh, well, I would still train. I do martial arts. I would do active things. I would do fun things. He's like, great. Well, find a way to make that your life, make that your career, and it'll never feel like work.
Are you the man?
What?
I'm here with Chris Brewster, stuntman extraordinaire. I just got a look at some of his IMDb because it's massive. I'm just going to give you that. That's the biggest IMDb page I think I've seen in a long, long time. So, the way it connects with Fanboy Planet is you've done a lot of superhero and action films, obviously. So, especially on two Marvel projects, I would say, that are known for incredible fight scenes. So you were in the middle of them. And, you were in the Winter Soldier and you are Daredevil's stunt double. What kind of matching do you have to do when you're doubling? You've been Chris Evans and you've been Charlie Cox.
Yeah, well, the part of a stunt double is to try to physically match the actor as best as you possibly can. So there's a lot of gaining weight, losing weight, trying to match the actual physical silhouette of the actor. But then it goes a lot more into detail as far as matching their mannerisms, their posture, how they move, and then ultimately finding a fighting style that not only can the actor do really, really well, but you are able to do in a way that kind of disguises the fact that the actor has a stunt double doing some of their stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and those are two actors with very different fighting styles. I think the way Captain America fights versus the way Daredevil, who is absolutely a street brawler, you know,
Absolutely.
and so what kind of special diet? I wasn't going to ask that question, but I gotta you think about it because Charlie Cox is a lot leaner than Chris Evans was for those films.
Absolutely. Well, ironically, they weigh about the same, but they wear it very differently. Chris is all chest, shoulders, and arms, whereas Charlie's a little more evenly proportioned all the way through. So when doubling them, it's less about my diet and more about what I do differently in the gym. When it's doubling Chris Evans, I am primarily lifting upper body and that was the first time I had to like really put on a good amount of size. So I was eating everything to gain the muscle and look the part. And then when I was doubling Charlie, it was much more moderate diet and the training was much more skill specific. I was doing a lot of parkour, a lot of fighting, and then still lifting about 5 days a week.
Yeah. So you two summer blockbusters that the Fanboy Planet audience are looking forward to, or at least one, and one I'm looking forward to. I won't ask you about Superman because I don't want to spoil a single thing more than so much crypto. But you're also on the Naked Gun.
Yes.
And that's I just got the trailer yesterday and ran that. So when you're a stunt performer, I mean, how much do you get into the physical comedy?
Well, on that one, it was a very, very collaborative experience in that the director came in and he had not just one good solid vision, but he had like a million ways to make each punchline really, really funny, whether it's a verbal punchline or a physical punchline. So, I mean, there was a lot of like, okay, let's try that again, but this time sell it more this way. Okay, cool. Let's do that again, but do the exact opposite. And like it was a lot of just playing. Um, I am very, very excited about Naked Gun because I think that we as a whole have kind of grown away from comedy for a while, and we've just become very sensitive. And I think that we've forgotten that it's okay to just laugh. And this movie will make everybody laugh. I mean, I was cracking up every minute that I was on set, and I'm very excited for everyone to see the ridiculousness that will ensue.
Excellent. Okay, so let's get the reason we were able to connect is because you've just accepted a role in a film that I've done some coverage of, The Devil's Train, which is in development, and it is a graphic novel, which I still haven't read the whole thing. So you've read the script, I haven't. And again, I want there to be surprises for me, but what's in there? You are playing Blondie, the demon-possessed cyborg. So, what's in there besides that description that draws you to the part?
Well, the story as a whole is a love letter to the stunt world, which I mean is not only close to my heart, but it's really, really unique. I mean, the stunt doubles and stunt performers have kind of lived in the shadows forever and ever. I mean, that's what the job entails. Um, but it's really, really cool how the general audience has come to know more about stunts as of recently. And I think that this project is going to open a lot of eyes, teach people a lot, and actually make the stunt performers actual heroes. And I think that it's just a really, really great thing to be a part of. I think that it's going to help the industry and do a lot of good for the entire stunt world.
Yeah. You've had some on what at least on IMDb look like uncredited acting roles before. So, this is maybe the first time that Chris Brewster gets to shine, as an actor. So, what are you hoping to bring to this role?
Well, the world of stunt performing um, actually carries a lot more acting skill than what people would genuinely know about. I think that physical acting is absolutely integral in any form of storytelling. I mean, you think all the way back to like Buster Keaton and like the old black and whites. And there was a lot of physical humor and physical acting that went along with these performances. And as cinematography has matured, we've gotten the ability to just like, get the cameras in really, really close. So, we've been telling a lot of story through just like nice, close facial gestures and the tone of voice. And like, there's, advancements in the art of acting, but the physical acting side is still very, very paramount. And obviously, doing stunts for over 20 years, I've had lots and lots of experience with that. I actually grew up acting in a theater program. Um, and this is a very cool opportunity to combine the two, the physical acting and, proper acting as we know it.
Well, I mean, physical acting is proper acting. You just made that excellent point, and that covered kind of my original last question. But now it's like if you were, in a theater training program, what drew you to stunts?
Well, I have always admired the emotional side of acting, but acting to me always felt like schoolwork. You read, you study, and you put a lot of thought into how you are going to do things. Whereas the stunt life is pretty much going to recess for 12 to 15 hours a day. Um, if if you take any kid on the playground and you ask them, "Hey, money doesn't exist in this world. What do you want to do all day long?" They're going to say, "I want to pretend to be a superhero. I want to pretend to be all of my favorite heroes. I want to jump off of high things. I want to do fight scenes. That's what we get paid to do. So we are literally getting paid to live the life that every child wants to live. And it's just been a very exciting journey for me. The best advice I ever got in my life. I asked my dad, how you know what career you're supposed to follow, like when I was trying to figure out what college to go to and everything like that. And my dad told me, take money out of the equation. He said, if you won the lottery tomorrow, what would you do with your time? What would you do all day, every day? And I'm like, oh, well, I would still train. I do martial arts. I would do active things. I would do fun things. He's like, great. Well, find a way to make that your life, make that your career, and it'll never feel like work. And those words rang true. I mean, for 20 years, I have woken up excited to go to work. I've woken up looking forward to the day. I've never woken up going like, oh, I have to go do this. And it doesn't feel like I have a typical job. And it's been a perfect journey.
Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any Fanboy Planet video content. And be sure to visit the website, fanboyplanet.com, for additional features, including interviews and reviews. And of course, episodes of the Fanboy Planet podcast. Remember, use your powers for good.